Welcome to the Mulligan Menace. Today we are playing some Selesnya Rabbits. This is a deck I've played against a couple times, and I've always been impressed with how fast starts it has, and it just gets out of control like rabbits. And we'll look at these cards here. All the different rabbits that are in here. We got the Seasoned Wearing Guard, 1-2, and it gets a bump when you have tokens in play. Another one of the one casting costs, but often you're going to be paying for the offspring cost, is the Paw Patch Recruit. Just a classic card here that allows you, if anything's targeted, to put +1/+1 counter on creatures. And then you have the Mite Collar. This thing grows out of control really fast. Basically, you want to get this thing down right away because all your other cards, or almost all your other cards, will allow this thing to grow, and it has Trample on top of that. We do have the 3 shelters here to have some removal. Also gives you a little life link there too, so it helps out. Gives a little bit of ward on creatures that you're trying to keep around as well, so that's kind of nice. We have the Quest Caller here, allows you to scry when other stuff comes into play for the rabbits, and then other rabbits get a +1/+1, so you got a Lord going on here. We have the Burrow Guard Mentor, has Trample, and Burrow Guard Mentor's power and toughness are equal to the number of creatures you control. You can just picture it's going to be a lot. We have the Ace Archer. This thing is actually kind of clutch with the reach that it has. So Vigilance Reach, and then whenever this attacks, put a +1/+1 counter on each other creature you control. That's a token or a rabbit. Then if a creature you control have total power 10 or greater, draw a card. Really is nice to grow your army there. Hop to it gives you 3 1/1 white rabbit creature tokens. Really handy with something like the Mite Collar. So as long as you can drop have the Mite Collar in play and you drop this automatically gets +3/+3. Really big deal in that. Or you could follow up an Archer with the Hop to it, attack in. Now you got 3 2/2s that are on the battlefield. Really slick with that. On your top end here, we do have a Warren War Leader. It is a Rabbit Knight, so it is also a rabbit. Whenever you attack, choose one. Create a 1/1 white rabbit creature token that's tapped and attacking, or attacking creatures you control get +1/+1 until the end of turn. If you have just a whole bunch of rabbits on the field, that's awesome to attack in. They usually don't have that many defenders. There is also the offspring ability on this creature, so you can also have a second one that's a 1/1 and have the same ability. And then you also have one non-rabbit card here on the top end, Bright Glass Glear Hulk. It's 2 green, 2 white. First strike, Trample. When this creature enters, you may search your library for up to 2 artifacts, creatures, and/or enchantment cards with mana value 1 or less. Reveal them, put them into your hand, shuffle. The whole idea of those is you're going to be grabbing Mite Collars, you're going to be grabbing Recruits, you're going to be grabbing Seam Rips. Seam Rips are really strong against those aggro decks that are out there, so if it's a life gain deck, you're trying to get rid of those flyers, or if you need to get rid of any shelter by ghosts that are out there, Seam Rip handles that. A lot of those Hired Claws, things like that, Seam Rip can get rid of as well. Really nice all around clutch play for those smaller creatures that are out there. For land, we do have a Lupin Flower Village. We have an Oak Hollow Village. This is kind of cool because it actually puts a +1/+1 counter on each rabbit that enters the battlefield that turn. So even if you do draw just a single rabbit and you don't have anything else to do, you can sink your mana into this and actually put a +1/+1 counter on that when you brought that into play that turn. And then we also have a Hushwood Verge. So the big thing is you're trying to get a forest and a plains, and then you can pretty much cast anything you need to. The only one you got to watch out for is the Year Hulk. It needs two forest and 2 plains to cast. All in all, it's a pretty solid deck. I do ask that you hit that subscribe button. Really appreciate that. It helps out the channel so much. I am not currently getting paid for any of these videos that I'm putting out for everybody. So please promote the channel. Please hit that like button. Please subscribe. I really do appreciate it. Otherwise, let's get into the gameplay. All right, let's play some rabbits. It looks like we go first, but we don't have many of the cheap rabbits here. We could end up being stuck like this for a while. That's Mulligan. This looks a lot better. Let's keep this. Gotta return a card. Let's return the expensive one. get our first rabbit down. All right, we can already shelter. See if we want to do that. Otherwise, we can double spell. No. Let's just shelter this. It's going to allow us to gain some life. I do want to get this down before I cast Recruit. Be nice if I could do all the offspring with it, but we'll see what we draw. They're green, so they don't necessarily have good removal. Probably one of the weaker colors for removal. Oh, we got another shelter. We're gonna get this down. I realize we could have used the offspring ability next turn, but the truth is we're probably gonna shelter by ghost next turn. Okay, we can get rid of their might again. Actually, they're stuck on land. Let's get rid of the elf. And we put it on this because this is going to be growing. Don't want the recruit to die. All right, good game. All right, we go first. Good mana to start out. My collar is a great start here. Let's keep it. Color down. We're gonna get the archer down right away. Alright, we'll see what they grab. The recruit actually is a decent target. Oh, is that might grab the archer, to be honest with you. But I can see the recruit, because that's just a common target people have. Alright, let's go right. Nice thing is this will grow. Especially if we can get a land to like up a small patch. That was a good choice as well. Well... Get another one down. We're gonna stock up. Really hoping we get that third land. This is gonna be huge for us to grow our creatures and then also get the +1/+1 counters. Because it looks like they have a lot of targeted removal. It is possible that they can get up to something like a deadly cover up or something. We'll see what they got going. Or even the sweeper there where you get rid of half your deck. The mill card. I'm thinking deadly cover up is the first one. Alright, that is pretty solid. Get that down, these guys grow. Great damage. Now they are facing lethal next turn. They kill a creature, we do have the +1/+1 ability here. Good game. Alright, we go first again. We do have 3/4 land. Jeez. We can put counters on stuff, which is nice with that. We can do one into two, or we can wait. We do go first. Might be best to just do 2, 3, 4. Let's do it. We're gonna remember to cast the forest first. Alright, they got burned, so they could just destroy our stuff too, so. Get the quest caller down. Destroy it. Still gonna do the pop ash. Just gonna start giving us those +1/+1 counters. I think the break glass is gonna be the right drop here next turn. See if they drop their if they have their 3/3 haste creature. Yep, no blocks. Alright, looks like they're keeping up some removal possibly. Damage. Interesting. I don't have white, unfortunately. That leaves me a little bit open, so let's do a scry here. I can't cast it. Yeah. We need a lot of white. We don't have it. We can... do that. And we're going to attack out. Get some damage in. Really looking for that white. There's the nemesis. I think I'm okay with blocking, actually. It's giving me the option. Because even if he targets the quest caller or the recruit, I get multiple counters on other creatures. It does go after me. That stays around unless he kills it. Okay, look at that. Put it on there. Put it on there. This is unfortunate. Still do this, fortunately. Do some damage. They only have one card in hand. I'm just nervous it's another one of those annoying screaming nemesises. But even then, and what are you gonna do? And we'll take 4 damage here, and that would kill us. Well, I could double block. Game's pretty much over. He has another Screaming Nemesis. Can't gain life. That's unfortunate. Alright, kind of looks like he has a trick. I mean, he could be just trying to kill. I think we're going to do this. We can't take the damage. We'll let him pay the... Oh, he just trade. That's fine. He does have a nemesis, but he held it back. Interesting. Okay. Well, let's force their hand here. We'll get the Gearhawk. We'll take action. We can grab artifact, creature, or enchantment cards with mana value 1 or less. Guess there's not too many great things. Steam rep. Off that. Drop the ball back. We will do the vigilance. I kind of want to trade with the Nemesis. Okay. Love to draw into our removal. Sheltered by Ghost. Oh, that's... Okay, this thing has... Fortunately, it has reach. Okay. Gearhawk. Gotta do it that way. We're trying to get down to that... down to that 3 life. Start. Well, we can seam rip that. Okay, we'll drop this. We're gonna get a big group here together. We're gonna attack here. Gonna do 5 damage. We don't want to do that. I mean, these are gonna do 4 damage. I guess 5 doesn't matter that much. We're gonna count on them not drawing anything. That matters. Because this forces them to block. Let's do it. Really relies on whatever their card is that they got going on. If they were... Man. Because they could rely on their show off, but the problem is they gotta get rid of the archer. Get rid of the archer, they're only gonna get 3 damage. They have to draw direct damage, I think, and that's like their only way to win this. So maybe block the recruit. Okay, they go after the gear hall. That kills them, doesn't it? Unless they kill one of my creatures. Oh, he did target the creature. Okay. But yeah, good game. Good game. All right, opponent goes first on this one. I did take the land take it because we got 3 land, different colors, seam rep, up to it, paw patch recruit, and a mentor. Got a lot of land here. So let's just so we can get stuff out, we're going to start with that. We'll cast the mentor, then we'll follow with the hop to it. Yes, channeler. That'll be a great target for the steamer. I think we're going to just get rid of that right away. So this is going to be a good deck to pull out the other seam rips with the gear hop. What else you got? Interesting. Okay. Not that upset about that. I'm gonna cast this, follow it up by just trying to load the board up here. Yeah, if you want to trade, I'm gonna let you do that. I just want to keep their life total down. Next turn's Gear Hulk is going to be nice because we'll be able to pull those cards. Fortunately, we won't be able to cast them right away, but that's okay. So we can double block if we want to. Okay, they're not going to go. Get this down. We're going to go for the seam reps. No attack. Oh, he even got the damage in, so it's going to be flying. Coming in for a big hit. We're going to do a seamer up here. I think we're going to save that second seam rip for another one of those creatures that can scale. Might as well back in. Fortunately, their creatures don't have haste. I think this game's pretty wrapped up. I'm not sure what they could really do to change the outcome here. They're not going to have a board wipe. Position. Okay. We're going to give our creature trample. Well, it already has trample, but we'll roll that one up. That'll be a Seamer target for next turn. You can gain 2 life. 3 life. Still gonna get Seamer next turn. Tap. Oh, that's nasty. Good game. All right, opponent goes first. I do have 3 land. Seam Rip is a nice one. My color is pretty good. See what they do. Seam Rip has a lot of good turn 1 targets, but unfortunately it looks like blue black. Let me get our my color. That's a good one for them to remove right off the bat. Looks like they will. We're going to hold on to this and cast it for its offspring cost. Flying, when this dies, you move. Start. Okay, so it's in the middle deck here. Sure. Hopefully they don't hit anything good. Watch them hit exactly what they need. Oh, I know 3 cards with that. Interesting. Kind of a neat graveyard deck. I don't see some of these cards. Is this a... This might be an Artesian deck. There's no rares. Pretty sick. I like it. Got the Zombifies going. I'll give him a nice. I don't think he knows what he's saying, but what I'm trying to say. So we're going to cast... Oh, Rhino ain't gonna do it. Let's get this. We can attack him then. The Offspring. Okay. Back in. I think we might just bum rush everything in with the War Leader here. We'll drop the War Leader, give everything +1/+1. Oh, nice. We're gonna just load that up so that it can trample over. I think this doesn't change anything. We will get rid of that as well if we need to. Going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 10, 11 damage. Do it. Either that or we can get a 1/1. I don't think it's worth it. A little bit of shenanigans. Didn't really need to do that, but we're doing it. +1/+1. Okay. All right. Good game. I like the deck though. I do have to say that this deck was a lot better than I thought it would be. The go wide strategy of it really is pretty slick. I think I was lucky that I didn't run into any decks that have Pinnacle because Pinnacle can just wipe this deck out. But that's kind of expected with any of the aggressive decks that are low casting cost. Life gain decks kind of have the same issue with that. I was surprised how resilient this was against even a life gain deck and how you can just get rid of everything you need to. Grow your creatures massive. I mean, I can't tell you how many times I was pumping these guys to be like 7/7s and 8/8s and just crazy trample on those as well. So you're able to get that damage in. You're able to get your creatures massive. Gear Hulk gets those clutch seam rips in those matchups that you need it. All in all, solid deck. Really enjoyed it. I was happy to see that I had the wild cards to build this thing, so I didn't even have to pay in to get a lot of these cards. So all in all, please hit that subscribe button below. I know I mentioned earlier I do not get paid for this currently, so any support that you guys can help out by hitting that subscribe button, hitting that like button, even hitting that bell notification, really appreciate that. Helps me promote the channel. I'm putting out new content every day for you guys, so if you want to be the first one to see it, please do those things. Otherwise, have a fantastic day.